Hello everyone, this is The Last Word and I'm Maria Shakil. Haryana polls done and dusted. The clear message, BJP consolidated the non-Jat votes, including Dalit votes, while the Congress certainly bet on a wrong horse. At an online event inaugurating development projects for Maharashtra yesterday, Prime Minister Narendra Modi spelled it all out. Listen in to what he said.
उन्होंने दलितों के बीच झूठ फैलाने की कोशिश की, लेकिन दलित समाज ने इनके खतरनाक इरादों को भांप लिया। दलितों को एहसास हो गया कि कांग्रेस उनका आरक्षण छीनकर अपने वोट बैंक को बांटना चाहती है। आज हरियाणा के दलित वर्ग ने बीजेपी को रिकॉर्ड समर्थन दिया है।
All eyes are now on Maharashtra, the next state to go to polls. In Haryana, BJP won 8 out of 17 scheduled caste seats, essentially where they are the dominant force. Of these 8 seats, BJP gained 4 and retained 4 SC seats. So they had 4, they added 4 to their kitty. The real story is, however, the vote share on these seats, a fair barometer of consolidation of votes. On all but 2 of these 8 seats, BJP bagged over 50% of the votes. Cut to Maharashtra. 48 hours after the Haryana win, the Shinde cabinet has made a maha pitch for SCs and OBCs with 2 big decisions. The Maharashtra government has asked the centre to raise the non-creamy layer limit from 8 lakh to 15 lakh rupees. The Maharashtra government has also green flagged a draft ordinance to give constitutional status to the state's SC commission. So on the last word tonight, we decode BJP's Dalit consolidation bid, first in Haryana and now in Maharashtra. Let me bring in my guests now. Badri Narayan, political analyst, Mahima Singh of the Congress, Guru Prakash Paswan representing the BJP, Anand Dubey, national spokesperson of the Shiv Sena, Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray faction, and Susi Ben Shah of the Shinde faction Shiv Sena. Badri Narayan, coming to you, you had written a very interesting piece on Haryana much before the results came. Watch out for the silent voters, they are the Dalit voters. The question is that the Dalits had openly expressed their choices in multiple elections. What made them go silent in Haryana polls?
Maria, I think when we were studying in the Haryana from Panchkula to Sonipat, we observed in Dalit Basti, you know that there are peak Dalit concentration in that area. Bala, in many villages you can find 40%, more than 40% Dalits are there. And when we were talking to them, they were very silently, they were saying, yes, Congress jeet jayegi. We don't have to do anything. But silently they told that hum to Kamal ko hi vote denge. No, very silently they told. So we observed that there is a strong polarization is going on. And when the dominant speak and when media speak, I think media and dominant both has created, muted the voices of many communities, many people in the Haryana, because they thought already they had declared that Congress is going to win. So someone told me that they are on the television, they are not on the ground. So you can see the gap between political analyst, psephologist, and also the kind of dominant communities. No? Both has created a kind of muteness of voices of Dalits. And you know, Maria, this sub-classification worked well in Haryana. And you know, the non-Dalit, non-Jatos, Dalit votes mostly went in the favor of the BJP. Also among Dalit, Jat votes. And you know, there are 13 communities, sub-community among some Jatos are there, among Chamahas are there. And there also you can find a variety of political attitudes in terms of voting.
Yes.
And many of them voted for the BJP in this election.
Okay. Mahima Singh, you know, while the parallels will be drawn between the 2 states, the 2 states have a very different political reality. and the electoral challenges also are very fundamentally different. But the same Dalit vote that you claimed moved away from the BJP during the Lok Sabha polls, although the statistics aren't enough to back that claim, they are back with the BJPs because, you know, as the reading now is, then how do you think you'll be able to ensure, in particularly in Maharashtra, we have seen that shift of the Dalit vote towards the MVA, that remains. Do you think that will be a challenge in the upcoming polls?
Jai Hind. Maria, what the Dalit all across India is telling the BJP and especially at Haryana today is तुम आसमां की बुलंदी से जल्द लौट आना, हमें ज़मीं के मसाइल पे बात करनी है. The statistics speak against the BJP, Maria. You see, the crimes against SCs and STs, as per the NCRB data 2023, have gone up starkly. 46.11% crimes increase in crimes against the SCs and 48.15% increase against crime upon the STs. Look at the state of Gujarat. The numbers are striking. Ever since 2003, Maria, it is actually shocking that the crime rate against SCs and STs in the state of Gujarat, which was earlier ruled by Mr. Modi as a CM, and now he takes great pride, the crime has gone up by 72% against the SCs and STs. So these are the numbers that we are looking at, and then their own 7-time MP, Mr. Ramesh Jigaji Nagi from Karnataka, on 9th of June said that the BJP is anti-Dalit. So you see, with these statistics and facts, I think the reality is striking. The reality is
that here is the BJP, which seem to be somehow managing to convince the voters more than you of their sincerity towards their sincerity towards the cause and their desire to ensure their upliftment.
No, it's not. It is not that the BJP is managing to convince the voter. It is that, I'll give you a small example. For example, you see there was a seat in Haryana in the district of Jind where Mr. Brijendra Singh has lost by a mere margin of 32 votes. You know, what did the BJP do there? 4 people named Brijendra, and some of them who are related to the BJP and its cadres were actually fielded as candidates, breaking away the votes. They may be actually faring well in micro-social engineering, but that I do not think can be considered as convincing the Dalit vote.
Okay, so you don't feel that way, but of course, perhaps Anand Dubey and Guru Prakash Paswan will have a different story to say. Guru, I'm moving away from Haryana analysis. I want to understand that the BJP today, in fact, the alliance government in Maharashtra has made 2 significant announcements. What do you think will be the benefit for the party, the electoral gains based on those 2 announcements? How is your calculation? What exactly is it?
No, Maria, it's very important for us to understand that, and I would like to briefly touch upon Haryana as well, because what happened in Haryana was remarkable. The constant insult to a very senior Dalit woman leader within the Congress framework, it's an open secret. Madam Kumari Shelja was just nowhere to be seen. Right. Nowhere in the banner, nowhere in the poster, nowhere in the manifesto discussion committee. Even today, when there was apparently some soul-searching meeting happening,
but
so Madam
Guru,
Kumari,
even Bhupender Hooda wasn't invited.
Maria, you did not interrupt when Congress spokesperson.
Even Bhupender Hooda was not invited today, so that's a different reason why they were not invited in the meeting. Yes, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Maria. Now, Maria, I have to make it very clear that it is an open secret that the insult that was done to Madam Kumari Shelja, it was an insult to the entire Dalit community. The fellow spokesperson from the Congress party was suggesting about the crimes on Dalit community. In Karnataka, there is a Congress government. Funds and the finances which were meant for the development and the welfare of Dalit communities, the land that was meant for the hostels and entrepreneurship for Dalit communities, the land was given to the Mallikarjun Kharge Family Trust. The land was given to the Siddaramaiah Trust. So the biggest crime that today the Congress party is committing on Dalits is the diversion of the funds. Point number 2, very briefly, Maria, what we need to understand today is that the Congress party leadership, especially Mr. Rahul Gandhi, has been treating Dalits as amusement park material. 100 years ago, what Europeans used to do, they used to visit Africa to see African kids. Today, we are living in 2024, and Mr. Rahul Gandhi is still living in 1900s. By proving a point that I can eat with a Dalit family, he's trying to take political advantage out of it.
Okay.
But on the contrary, Dalit aspiration has evolved, Maria. We don't want to eat with you. We want to wit with you. We want share in power. We want representation. We want crucial decision-making power as well, Maria, which is absent in the Congress party entire imagination.
Okay. Susi Bensha?
A very good evening and thank you for having me on the show, and greetings on Navratri to all of you. Now, as far as the Maharashtra is concerned, the two announcements that the Honorable CM has made
Yes.
is not just for electoral battle. It is a process. When we took charge, we realized that the Dalits, though they have for decades, when the Congress is in power, there was no change in their dignity or status of living. So while there was a study made, it is not only electoral process. We really care. If you see all our schemes, Niti, Niyam or Vishwas ke saath, jo humne scheme, all the schemes which have been from farmers, Mukhyamantri Ladki Bahen, then for Gram Sevaks, those who are Ati Pichda Varg, under MNRGA, there are funds given to people who join the Manrega. But in Maharashtra, it was a dismal 100 rupees or something. We made it 8,000 rupees per month. Usme kaun participate? Who are the participating people? They are Dalits, they are OBCs, they are basically from the economically backward strata of the society. So whether the farmers is a Dalit or he is an OBC, the government has stood by them. Women across board, whether you are Dalit, Muslim, OBC, Pichda, Ati Pichda, Adivasi.
Ma'am, all
they have
that is
given
all
schemes for-
right. But I'm
The-
sure
I'll tell you this.
the Shiv Sena,
And-
Shinde faction and the BJP realizes that you did not do as much as you had expected in Maharashtra during the Lok Sabha elections because your strategy did not work. Particularly the Dalits, they started believing that if there is that slogan of 400 par, then the reservation will be done away with. So when you are
Maria,
making that changes in what is evidently the last cabinet meeting of Mr. Shinde before the polls, there are electoral calculation rather than the entire, the narrative setting that you're trying to do here.
No, but Maria, I do agree that we were anxious and we were anguished by the poll results. But but the Dalits, once it works, sending the false narrative, it doesn't work otherwise. You see the constitution that you just mentioned, 400 par, Modi Sarkar 2.0 was also 400 par. NDA was always 400 par. We never changed the constitution. The people of Maharashtra and people of India have seen the treatment of Kumari Shailaja ji in Haryana. They will not talk about how there were 17 rebels, what the way they
Maima Singh,
mistreated.
this point that is being made, do you think that certainly irked the SC community?
Absolutely.
That if you have a leader in Kumari Shailaja, if she has not been given a place of pride, she is missing completely from the campaign, then that is what the community will feel. And because it's not just Ms. Susi Bensha speaking about it on this program, that has been something which has been reiterated by your opponents through the campaign, that Kumari Shailaja did not get her due. In fact, she has also spoken about it.
Maria, I refer to a relevant statement by a 7-time MP from Karnataka of the BJP. What happens between Kumari Shailaja ji and Bhupendra Hooda ji in Haryana is an internal matter of the party. I have told you the factor in Haryana is the micro-social engineering in a very false manner by the BJP. And one must remember, the NCRP data reflects that Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh, governed by the BJP, and Madhya Pradesh being at the top of the NCRP data in crimes against Dalits, is glaring. Between 2020 to 2022, the state reported 2979 cases.
Okay, we'll try.
Why did you not pay heed to it in Haryana?
Okay.
Why did you only support the Jat community? Your policies divide and rule, and you will pay a heavy price for that.
Okay.
This-
You must answer why the crimes against Dalits in Gujarat have gone up by 72% since 2003,
Madam,
and why
we have
UP
taken
and
concrete
MP
measures.
the charts. Why do
Concrete
UP and
measures.
MP governed by the BJP top the charts against crimes
The
against
people of
Dalits?
Gujarat have
If the
rejected
BJP
you.
story
The
is such
people
a
of
pro-Dalit
Gujarat have
story,
rejected
why
you.
does the
The
data speak
only
against
policy
them?
that you follow is divide
Why
and
does
rule
the
on
data?
caste and
Why
creed
does a
in
RSS BJP
in in
worker have to
Maharashtra,
go and
Maratha and
Chaliye,
OBC.
Anand Dubey ji.
Madam, that is not going to work.
Anand Dubey ji.
Viksit Bharat. We are an
You,
aspirational
is
India.
is the
We,
is the
we talk about
Mahavikas
Vikas, talk
Ghadi
about
worried
Vikas,
now
talk
with
about
the move
programs.
which has been made,
India,
particularly in the context of the announcements today? You know, first you have the entire momentum which has been stopped in the tracks after the results which happened 2 days ago, and now this effort for the consolidation of Dalits.
मारिया जी नमस्ते। सबसे पहले तो आपके माध्यम से देश की जनता के सामने कहना चाहता हूं कि भारत के एक बहुत बड़े इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट, महान इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट श्री रतन टाटा जी का निधन हुआ है। आपके माध्यम से उनको विनम्र श्रद्धांजलि। देखिए, हरियाणा के चुनाव को महाराष्ट्र के चुनाव से न जोड़िए। हरियाणा में कांग्रेस ने बहुत अच्छा प्रदर्शन किया, उनको करीब करीब 39% के करीब उनको वोट पड़े हैं और बीजेपी को 0.85% ज्यादा पड़ गए हैं। दोनों की सीट भी देखें तो कांग्रेस को 37 आए हैं, बीजेपी को 48 आए हैं। मतलब अगर कांग्रेस ने अच्छी रणनीति बनाई होती, कांग्रेस सहयोगियों का साथ ली होती, कांग्रेस मिलजुल कर लड़ी होती तो 6 सीट बीजेपी को हरा देती, तो बीजेपी आ जाती 42 पर और कांग्रेस आ जाती 43 पर। इसका मतलब यह है कि कांग्रेस की बहुत बुरी हार नहीं हुई है, पहले ये दिमाग से निकाल दीजिए। सिर्फ रणनीति में कमी रही है जो महाराष्ट्र और झारखंड में हम सुधार लेंगे। अब आते हैं महाराष्ट्र में। महाराष्ट्र में 33% के करीब है मराठा लोग। मराठा इनसे नाराज हैं। मनोज जरांगे पाटिल उनके शीर्ष नेता है, पिछले कई महीनों से आंदोलन कर रहे। पहले सुनिए, बीच में मत बोलिए प्लीज, मेरी आदत नहीं, आप लोग बोलते हो मैं चुप रहता हूं, इतनी विनम्रता रखिए। दूसरा, करीब करीब 38% के करीब महाराष्ट्र में ओबीसी हैं। ओबीसी के नेता भी हाके जो है वो लड़ाई लड़ रहे हैं। 2 चीज हो गई। तीसरा, यहां पर एक बहुत बड़ा समाज है मुस्लिम समाज, जो 11% है, वो इनके साथ नहीं है। तो ये जो आदिवासी समाज या दलित समाज या वंचित समाज के लिए ये लोक लुभावने वादे कर रहे हैं, उन्होंने इनको देख लिया है। जिस प्रकार हम संविधान बदल देंगे अगर हमारे पास 400 से ज्यादा सीटें आ जाएंगी, ये उन्होंने अभी तक भूला नहीं है। हरियाणा को महाराष्ट्र से कोई न जोड़े, कोई ये न कहे कि हरियाणा में तो कुमारी शैलजा जी का अपमान हुआ, इसके लिए ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है। मारिया जी,
Guru, 30 seconds and then I give the last word to
इनका सोपड़ा तय है साहब।
नहीं, आनंद दुबे जी वरिष्ठ नेता हैं, इस प्रकार की बातें उनको सूट नहीं करती हैं। आनंद दुबे जी, आपको 2004 का लोकसभा चुनाव याद होगा। भारतीय जनता पार्टी वोट प्रतिशत में कांग्रेस से कहीं आगे थी, लेकिन सरकार कांग्रेस की बनी। तो मुझे लगता है कि वोट प्रतिशत का जो आर्गुमेंट है सर, वो बहुत ही डिफीटेस्ट आर्गुमेंट है। इसका उपयोग करने से बचने की आवश्यकता है। जहां तक अब मैं बीच में, सर आप कहते हैं बीच में आप नहीं बोलते हैं, धन्यवाद। दलित और आदिवासियों की बात है। दलित और आदिवासियों ने पहली बार नहीं, 2014, 2019, 2024 के लोकसभा चुनाव के बाद लोक नीति और सीएसडीएस का सर्वे आया था। उस लोक नीति और सीएसडीएस के सर्वे ने बताया है कि 55% से अधिक दलित समाज ने पूरे भारत में भारतीय जनता पार्टी में भरोसा जताया है। और क्यों जताया है? आज मध्य प्रदेश में उप मुख्यमंत्री दलित, राजस्थान में उप मुख्यमंत्री दलित, उड़ीसा में मुख्यमंत्री आदिवासी, छत्तीसगढ़ में मुख्यमंत्री आदिवासी। आप लोगों ने कहां बनाया है? आप लोगों की इंडी गठबंधन की सरकारें बहुत जगह पे है, कोई दलित नहीं मिला, कोई आदिवासी नहीं मिला। सो द फैक्ट ऑफ द मैटर, exactly, the prime minister OBC, the president comes from the tribal community. So point is this:
OBC बन सकता है?
share in power, share in power.
Okay.
Share in power is what we need.
Badri Narayan, do you think the BJP will be able to ensure, because in Maharashtra particularly the narrative of reservation which was pitched in by the Congress party, Rahul Gandhi in particular, did lead to losses for the Mahayuti. Do you think they'll be able to make those a reversal of sorts and have a comeback?
There are two things is going to happen in Maharashtra and all over India also. There is a aspirational community among Dalits have emerged, and they are emerging slowly. So reservation kind of arguments come sometime and impact the emotive mobilization of Dalits. But after some time, rationality comes further, and that erode that emotionality. But you know what I see, that in Maharashtra again, Congress tried to mobilize mostly Mahars voters, and the non-Mahars, even Mahars also vote towards BJP because of the beneficiaries, because of the aspirational community. But non-Mahar mobilization in a big way maybe take place in the favor of BJP. I went there 2 months ago and we did the field work here, and we realized that there is again a silent mobilization for the it's a very different situation. Earlier, BJP voter used to speak. Now BJP voters are silent. Dalit silence and BJP voters are also silent. That's a very new shift which we are observing. And the public spheres is dominated by the Congress or the centrist kind of or left radical kind of voices. And because of that, many voices are being silent. And if you want to listen them, you have to evolve art of listening to the voices.
Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts there, Badri Narayan, Mahima Singh, Guru Prakash Paswan, Anand Dubey and Susi Ben Shah. Shifting focus to our newsmaker who's joining us, Satish Punia was election in charge of Haryana. He's joining us now on the last word. Satish ji, the question certainly is that, we have seen a shift of the Dalit voters. The Dalits have started, again shown faith in the BJP in these elections. What do you think really happened? I mean, it's a shift from the Lok Sabha elections which happened few months back to now.
देखिए, कोई भी चुनाव बिना रणनीति के जीता नहीं जाता। और जैसे आपका पहला सवाल था, उस सवाल से जुड़ी हुई मेरी बात है कि बीजेपी के बारे में एक मिथक थी, धारणा थी कि बीजेपी केवल चंद वर्गों की पार्टी है। बीजेपी को सभी वर्गों ने वोट दिया। हरियाणा में ये परसेप्शन कांग्रेस ने लोकसभा के पहले बनाया। उन्होंने जवान, किसान, पहलवान और इवन संविधान ये उसमें ऐड करते हुए आरक्षण के नाम पे एक भ्रम पैदा करने की कोशिश की। कुछ वीडियो कटिंग इस तरीके की चलाई, वो थोड़े बहुत सफल हुए। उस नैरेटिव को सफल करने में थोड़ी सफलता उनको मिली। लेकिन इस लोकसभा से और विधानसभा के चुनाव के आते आते खासतौर पर दलित समुदाय में भी दो फैक्टर थे। एक तो बीजेपी की जो मोदी सरकार की जो नीतियां थी, ग्रास रूट पे जो पॉलिसीज थी, उसका सबसे ज्यादा फायदा किसी को मिला तो वंचित समुदाय को मिला। उज्ज्वला से लेकर, जनधन से लेकर, आवास से लेकर, वो दिखता था सामने। वो अपने आप में एक हकीकत थी, जुमला नहीं था। दूसरा जो इसमें फैक्टर था कि दलित के बीच में भी एक स्वाभिमान था, और कांग्रेस के भीतर शैलजा भी एक कॉम्पिटेंट लीडर थी। हर कास्ट का अपना एक एस्पायरेशन होता है कि उनके लीडर को अवसर मिलेगा। हुड्डा की डोमिनेंस से ये लग रहा था कि कांग्रेस शायद उनको अवसर नहीं दे। ये दो फैक्टर थे जिसके कारण दलित अच्छी संख्या में बीजेपी के साथ पोलराइज हुआ। और मैं इससे भी आगे आऊं तो स्ट्रेटेजी के तौर पे कहें, मैनेजमेंट के तौर पे कहें, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के तौर पे कहें, बीजेपी कांग्रेस से कहीं बेहतर थी। और इसलिए जो कंसोलिडेशन हुआ कास्ट का, वो कहा गया। लेकिन आज परिणाम को यदि आप देखेंगे तो पूरे टोपोग्राफी के लिहाज से हरियाणा के हर नक्शे पर, हर सोशल उसमें इंजीनियरिंग में भारतीय जनता पार्टी फिट बैठती है, और उसने अच्छे तरीके से गेन किया, और यही बीजेपी की सफलता का बड़ा कारण है।
सर, इस बात की चर्चा हम उस दिन कर रहे हैं जब महाराष्ट्र में एक नाथ शिंदे की जो गठबंधन की सरकार है आप लोगों की, उसने एक शेड्यूल कास्ट कमीशन को लेकर के फैसला किया है। 2014 से लेकर भाजपा ने एक सोशल इंजीनियरिंग की कोशिश की है कि बहुत सारे स्टेट्स में जो नॉन डोमिनेंट कास्ट है, जैसे हरियाणा में जाट के अलावा जो कास्ट है, उनकी कंसोलिडेशन करने की कोशिश की है। क्या वही स्ट्रैटेजी की वापसी हरियाणा में हुई और वही सब देखा जाएगा अगले स्टेट्स में भी?
देखिए, मैं पॉलिटिकली उसको उस तरीके से एक्सप्लेन करूंगा। देखिए, कांग्रेस बहुत अरसे से वोट बैंक की पॉलिटिक्स करती रही है। उनका कुछ जातियों में, पंथ में, मजहब में अपने एक सर्टेन वोट बैंक होता था जिसके बारे में कहा जाता था। हालांकि वो अब पुख्ता नहीं है, उसमें भी बहुत डिवेल्युएशन हुआ आया है, उसमें गिरावट आई है, लोग उनसे अलग हुए हैं। बीजेपी ने जो कहा था उस पर खरी उतरी, और इसलिए बीजेपी धीरे धीरे सर्वस्पर्शी और सर्वव्यापी होगी। यानी कम मिला, ज्यादा मिला, पर हर तबके का वोट बीजेपी को मिलता है। इसलिए सियासी तौर पर तो ये कहा जाएगा कि बीजेपी ने जातियों का इस तरीके से कंसोलिडेशन किया, पर यह बात भी सही है कि इससे ज्यादा लोगों, उन जातियों में कांग्रेस के प्रति नाराजगी, निराशा ज्यादा थी कि उन्होंने कहा बहुत, किया बहुत कम, और एक वोट बैंक की नजरिए से उनको देखा। बीजेपी ने पॉलिसीज को धरातल पर उतारा। आज मान लीजिए छोटी छोटी किसी योजना का लाभ किसी वंचित को मिलता है तो उसमें एक अवेयरनेस, एक जागरूकता पैदा हुई जो बीजेपी के वोट में कन्वर्ट हुई। कितनी हुई ये अलग बात है, लेकिन वो जो बेनिफिशियरीज हैं वो हमारा वोट बना।
मेरा आखिरी सवाल आपसे ये है कि अब महाराष्ट्र में चुनाव होगा और उसके साथ साथ झारखंड में भी, फिर दिल्ली में भी चुनाव है, तो जब लोकसभा चुनाव हुआ उसके बाद एक थोड़ा मोराल लो था, जो एक्सपेक्टेशंस था उसके मुताबिक नहीं आए थे आपके रिजल्ट्स, तो आपको लगता है कि जो मोमेंटम लॉस्ट हुआ था वो अब मोमेंटम अब फिर से वापस आ गया है बीजेपी कैंपेन में और कैंप में भी इस कोर्स करेक्शन के बाद?
हाँ, ये हरियाणा की भी जीत है। उसमें कई फैक्टर्स में ये भी है कि लोकसभा से लेकर विधानसभा तक कुछ मुद्दों की जो इंटेंसिटी थी वो भी कम हुई है। तात्कालिक रूप से उनकी जो तीव्रता थी, वो जो मैंने जिनका आंदोलनों का जिक्र किया उसमें भी कमी आई थी, लेकिन इस गैप को फिल करने में हमें पर्याप्त अवसर मिला। जो मैनेजमेंट की कुछ कमियां थी वो ठीक दुरुस्त करी। तो स्वाभाविक तौर पर जब हार होती है तो एक निराशा आती है, लेकिन जीत होती है। हरियाणा मान लीजिए छोटा स्टेट है, पर हरियाणा का इम्पैक्ट पूरे देश में है। कश्मीर से कन्याकुमारी तक हरियाणा की जीत की चर्चा होती है, तो कार्यकर्ताओं के मोराल के लिए एक बूस्टर का काम करेगी और इसलिए स्वाभाविक तौर पर उसका इम्पैक्ट बाई इलेक्शंस पर, उसका इम्पैक्ट झारखंड पर, महाराष्ट्र पर। और चुनाव तो बीजेपी ने इलेक्शन इंजीनियरिंग को जिस तरीके से ग्रूम किया है, दूसरी पार्टियां उतना नहीं कर पाई, तो स्वाभाविक तौर पर कुछ नए नए प्रयोग हमेशा होते हैं। हरियाणा में जो किए उससे बेहतर प्रयोग हम महाराष्ट्र में करेंगे, उससे बेहतर झारखंड में करेंगे। तो स्वाभाविक तौर पर जीत का जो एक ताकत होती है, वो अक्सर मैं कहता हूं कि 3 चीजों का कोई विकल्प नहीं है, खून, पानी और जीत। तो स्वाभाविक तौर पर जीत जो है उत्साह देती है, ताकत देती है।
BJP Haryana in charge there, Satish Punia speaking to NDTV. Thank you so much for joining us. With that, it's a wrap from me on this edition of The Last Word.